There is a hell of a lot for me to tell you about today's game. For instance, the team that we are seeing today were playing in League 2 just a few years ago, and then League 1. They are now top of the Championship. They're completely part-time and maybe in the Premiership next year if current trends continue. From a footballing standpoint, there's a lot for me to tell you about Arbroath. For instance, their world record-breaking 36-0 win. But I'm starting my video in the relative cover here. Just trying to avoid the wind. It is so windy today, but I am at Arbroath Abbey. And what is the significance of me starting the video here? Well, just look at the Arbroath badge for a second. Now, I'm not quite sure how to say the word. The portcullis, maybe, which is like the big kind of gate thing that you can see in the middle. That is a symbolic structure of Arbroath Abbey, which is right behind me and kind of in and around me just now. Oh, and actually, let me just take you back here for a second, because the Abbey was founded in the 1100s, but in the 1300s, something incredibly significant happened here. And just check this out, look, a letter that changed history. Come inside to discover the story of the Declaration of Arbroath and the powerful Abbey that sent it. So look, let me just read you this. The Declaration of Arbroath is the name usually given to a letter dated the 6th of April 1320 at Arbroath, written by Scottish barons addressed to Pope John the 22nd, I think that might be. It constituted King Robert I's response to his excommunication for disobeying the Pope's demand in 1317 for a truce in the First War of Scottish Independence. So this was the site of one of the first Scottish independence movements, if not the first, away from England. Maybe Nicola Sturgeon's been looking into the history of Arbroath and wants to recreate something similar for herself. Not only just those big kind of gate things that you see in like medieval castles and stuff that is on the badge that connects to this place, but the colour of the club as well. Look, you can see from some of the building here, I think it's sandstone, the red sandstone, which is all the way up the coast of this part of Angus that we're in now. This red sandstone is the reason why the football team play in this maroony red colour as well. Look, this kind of stone is why Arbroath play in the colour that they do. I made a St Mirren video recently where I spoke about the old religions and why St Mirren are called St Mirren after a saint called St Mirren, and they're not called Paisley FC. Of course, they're from Paisley. I know Arbroath are called Arbroath, but it's incredible to me that the colour of the team is based on this colour of stone, which you'll see all around the town, and especially specifically here, the Abbey. I just find these links to the football so incredible, and I think we're as lucky to have all these different teams with all these different links in Scotland and in the UK than anywhere else in the world. I just don't think you'd get that level of detail put into most football clubs outside of the UK. It's such a historic country already, and then you link all that stuff with the football. Blows my mind. Absolutely love it. These are the lengths I'll go to avoid the wind. Look at me. If anyone walked past now, they would be like, oh, what the hell? But look, the stadium is right there and the North Sea is there. I believe this is the closest, if not one of the closest, if not the closest stadium to the sea in the world. Right there is Arbroath Stadium, and just there is the North Sea. If you kept heading out that way, you'd get to Norway and Denmark, depending on kind of which direction you travelled in. But yeah, it is so windy here. I'm gonna go grab a coffee and kind of give you a rundown on what we're doing today, because yeah, there's some really, really interesting stuff to tell you. It took me forever to find somewhere that I could get a coffee. I had to come in Wetherspoons. The cafe that I came to last time I was in Arbroath was shut for some reason. And yeah, so the Arbroath story is pretty incredible. Dick Campbell, their manager, has won them League 2 and League 1, and they are now top of the Championship. They're a part-time team. There's teams like Kilmarnock, Partick Thistle, Raith Rovers, Hamilton, all big teams that are in Dunfermline in the Championship, but Arbroath are ahead of them all. and there's only the Premiership teams which are ahead of Arbroath. It is incredible. So I'm being laughed at by everybody in the Wetherspoons, but he, the manager, has also won 3 Manager of the Year awards in the SPFL and over 30 Manager of the Month awards as well. And I have actually been to Arbroath before, which is why I have my Arbroath scarf with me. The chairman, Mike Caird, gave me this, and a hat. I didn't bring the hat. It's actually not that cold. It's very, very windy. It's actually kind of mild today. It's actually, I'm a little bit hot in my winter jacket, but yeah, maybe later on I'll get to use this. Finally, my Arbroath scarf, which I was given well over a year ago now.
Oh, it's nice up there.
In 1885, Arbroath played a team called Bonaccord in the Cup, and they won 36-0. One of their players scored 13 goals in the game, and they had 5 disallowed as well. And that is a record for the amount of goals scored in a game for a club match in world football, I do believe. If you look at different records of different countries, there are different answers that you get, but it is believed that this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, win in the world. And I think 13 goals is a record for an individual player as well. I'm going to stop making a fool of myself now in front of the patrons of the Arbroath Wetherspoons. I'm going to finish my coffee and see you down at the ground very shortly. Let it just focus. No way. Look. No. Now we've got a decision to make. I've just emailed the club. I'm going to see if I can still just go and at least interview somebody. And just do like a video where I chat about Arbroath and their rise through the divisions and potential, you know, promotion to the Prem. But I'm also just looking to see what fixtures are on. In Scotland today, I could still try and make it back down somewhere to watch a game. Decisions. I'm completely determined to film an Arbroath video today. I'm really happy with the intro I did down at the Abbey and linked it to the colour and the badge and stuff. So, like I said in there, I did actually email the club just then. I'm not sure if they'll even see it. They'll probably be really busy right now. But I'm just going to go into the ground anyway, let them know what I was going to be there for. They were expecting me. I was on the media list for today. So, yeah, they were expecting me anyway. So hopefully there's just 1 or 2 people from the club knocking about that I can maybe interview and maybe have a look inside as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. I can see why they've called it off. I almost got blown off my feet walking down here. The wind is very, very strong, although lovely sunny day, as was the case last time I came to Arbroath. The lady from reception is just going to ask now if there's anyone that I can chat to. We've met before.
We have.
Obviously, if you could just firstly introduce yourself to everybody who may not have seen the last Arbroath video.
Okay. Well, I'm Mike Caird, I'm the chairman of Arbroath Football Club.
Yep.
And it's great to speak to everybody today. I think we're going to show everybody around. Last time we were up, obviously you never got in, it was during COVID times, so you just got to see the grounds. So.
Yeah, we couldn't even really speak and get that close last time because of how tight the restrictions were, but it's great to finally get you on the video. I've even brought my scarf for the game.
You have?
Which is obviously off, yeah.
This is our boardroom here, so obviously we've got a number of trophies and gifts we've had from people, different people throughout the years, different clubs. You know, we had the League 2 trophy and the League 1 trophy here before, but they've obviously been returned.
Is that an SPFL medal I can see just there?
That will be for League 2, I think.
Ooh, amazing, yeah.
And then just other memorabilia we've got from different clubs.
And obviously it won't be today, but this would usually be full on a match day, full of
obviously
people from both clubs.
And guests will be here today. But as we know, the game's been put off because of
the high winds.
The high winds today, which is...
I almost got blown off my feet literally walking down here.
Which is not unusual at Arbroath, but it's unusual to have a game off.
Yeah.
It's just one of these days. I think throughout the country, there's a lot of games going to be off days.
Look at this really cool little reception area down there, and there it says, look, Arbroath FC world record holders, their 36-0 win. You can actually see on some of the shirts there the badge, which has like the kind of the part of the Abbey that we went to earlier, the big kind of gate things, and just look at that, the old players with a 36-0 win, and even they're saying here at Arbroath it is the world record. So yeah, like I say, if you Google it, there's like other teams that have won like 40-0 in Africa, but those games were thrown or something like that. But the official record for the world's biggest win ever, 36-0. Come on, Arbroath. Right, and I wasn't expecting to be in the goal mouth of a championship game today. Yeah, sadly called off, but there we go. We touched the goalpost, so check that out. While I'm here, look, I do just want to say a massive thanks to Arbroath. Look, go to www.arbroathfc.tv and sign up to Arbroath TV if you're a fan, because they are such a nice, welcoming club. It seems like maroon clubs are always the best to me here in Scotland. You've got Kelty, Stenhousemuir and now Arbroath, who are always so good about giving me access to things. So yeah, make sure you go and check them out. So we are currently in the dugouts now, which obviously won't be used except from just us two here today. Could you explain sort of what the last two promotions have sort of meant for the club, going from League Two to now sort of top of the Championship?
You know, it's been amazing over the last number of years, especially the last 5 years. You know, we won League Two. Dick Campbell came in when we were second bottom of League Two towards the end of the season, and then the next season we won promotion right away. You know, it was a between us and Forfar towards the end, and we sealed it down at Stirling and won the league. And then a couple of years later, we obviously won League One. You know, and against Wraith Rovers were firm favourites that year, and they were full time. But I remember first game of the season we went to Montrose, who had just lifted the League Two title the year before, and we beat them comfortably that day, and I think we led the table from day one right to the end of the season, which is a fantastic achievement. And our aim was to consolidate in the championships we have. You know, so the third season, obviously 2 seasons were COVID related a wee bit, cut and short, and the second season was 27 games. But you know, we consolidated this season again. We always say we just want to consolidate, get 40 points. 40 points seems to keep you safe. We've reached that with 13-14 games still to go.
Amazing.
We found ourselves in a fantastic position to be top of the league. But you know, it's one game at a time.
Of course,
we don't speak about the
old cliche. One game at a time, one step at a time.
Exactly.
Of course.
You know, it's fantastic to be where we are. The only part-time team in the league against 9 other full-time teams.
You're top of the league. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
We're getting the plaudits. It's amazing. But as I say, you're right. One game at a time.
Don't go jinxing anything. And it seems to me it's like such a big fairy tale, and obviously we don't want to say anything too far in advance, but how do you think Dick Campbell has done it, and is he got a good connection with all the players? Like, how's it going in that sense?
I think so. Obviously Dick and his management team are fantastic. He's a very experienced manager, a great character to have around the place. He brings players into the club. He knows players in the game. Him and his brother Ian, they've been in the game so long that they know players. They know good player. They can bring good players into the club. We obviously are part-time, and we want to aim to bring the best part-time players that we can into the club, and I think that's what we do. It's about team spirit about the club. I think you've seen it today. You know, everybody is pulling together, and we're all together trying to achieve the best we can. You know, we do so much improvements around the ground. We try our best to have a tidy ground.
Looks brilliant,
The advertising boards are all sold out. The hospitality is sold out for the season. You know, we're even doing hospitality today and the game's off. You know, folk are desperate to come to the hospitality. So yeah, it's a team effort. Everybody's pulled together, and I think that rubs on and off the park. You know, the players have been fantastic this season.
Common sense prevailed at the end, and the SPFL allowed us to have an early inspection. The local referee came and inspected it. It was clear at that stage, and in the forecast it's no good, so it was an obvious decision to call off. So we are where we are. Absolutely delighted that we've got so many people in the room. There was only 1 or 2 people who chose not to come, and we'll relocate them to another game or whatever, but I'm absolutely delighted you guys are here. We've got with us here, you'll notice on the right hand side, Sam North. I'm told he's a YouTuber or a blogger. I'll need to ask him a wee launch player when I get home what that is. Sam will just be wondering about if it's okay. Sam's going to take some photographs. I presume you'll put that on YouTube or whatever you put on.
Be up tomorrow morning, yeah.
Be up tomorrow morning, which will probably be better than most of the folk in this room because they're not going to get tomorrow. This is a statistic that I was naive and I didn't know about, but in Scotland, 1 in 4 children live in poverty. Incredibly in Arbroath, in some areas of Arbroath there's 1 in 2 live in poverty. That's an incredible statistic. So 55% of the kids that actually attend the Arbroath FC Football Academy take part for free. And if we are made aware that the kids can't afford it, we'll make sure that they can come along. If they don't have football kit, we'll give them football kit. If they don't have football boots, we'll give them football boots. And we've even managed to secure a deal with Specsavers for the kids that are visually impaired, and we've given them sports goggles. So it's incredible work that the Community Trust is doing up there. A glass that should be on your table. If not, we'll get a glass out. What we do is we take half the money.
I'm the assistant manager, coach, team coach, kind of virtually responsible for like any part of the backroom team for the club doing well. So yeah, it's but I suppose my main responsibility is coaching with the team and helping Dick, and as we all do. And but it's not. It's just a fantastic, fantastic time just now.
It's an incredible fairy tale.
Yeah, I think so.
How proud are you to be involved with the club and where you've taken them from, of course?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think if you track our history, we've done not bad over the last 30 years. I think we've been promoted about 12 times or whatever. But,
it's unbelievable.
So we know what we're doing, but I think the big success story is not just the players, but the managers done a great job. The players are brilliant, but the club itself, I mean, the fan engagement, the involvement with the community, and the quality of the players and the quality of our team is underrated by most people, which we are delighted about. And but the whole club it's just a really fantastic community spirit.
And how far can Arbroath go?
Well, we certainly we're as good at the moment as any team in the league. So the rest just speaks for itself. And although it's a cliche that we're only interested in genuinely taking one game as it comes, but we're certainly good enough. We're a good team.
Of course.
Very good team.
And do you think your league wins in League 2 and League 1 over the past 4 or 5 years will help you this season in sort of where you're trying to go?
Our players been with us a long time. We've got a winning mentality, second to none. So with the greatest respect, whether it's in the first division or the second division, our attitude to life is that, I mean, if you're coming to your work, you'll be better winning. You'll be really enjoying it. So I don't think. I mean, the guys though, the players know the score. We have a lot of fun up here. We have a great time.
Of course. Sounds like it looks like it as well. I've been having a look around today.
Fantastic place to be. But I'll tell you what, time to work, time to play. We were pretty focused. And our players know exactly what they've got to do.
You just need to look at the league position, and that tells you the kind of season they're having. It's unexpected. Our objective at the start of the season was to stay in the league, and we look as if we've done that. So we've completed that objective. We find ourselves 4 points clear with 14 games to go. Who knows where it's going to take us, but you cannot but compliment the players and how they went about their work. It's not really about me, it's about the players.
It's an incredible fairy tale. From me as a neutral looking on at Arbroath, it really reminds me of a Leicester.
Where are you from, son?
I'm from the south of England, Milton Keynes way. I live in Hamilton. I live just near Hamilton, so it's amazing to see, like I say, from a neutral, Arbroath coming from League 2, League 1. You've won both those titles. How proud would you be to add a third? And I know people in football are superstitious, so you might not want to say, but it must be in your mind.
I don't care what anybody else says. I'm not interested at all in anybody's opinions about how Arbroath does. What I do is I'm the manager of a great club, and the club is everybody. My staff, my tea ladies, the directors, everybody. What a fascinating place to tend your trade. But let's get on with it and see what's in front of us. we're very, very comfortable at the moment. So let's see. I always say to you, every single fan and every team in this league will have expectation levels about their team in terms of they would expect them at least to be in the playoff. We couldn't give a monkey's shit if we're in the playoff or not.
Yeah.
But we'll try. We'll try and.
We're getting in the way here. Oh shit! God, the wind. Oh, I'll get this. I know, yeah, it's very windy. God, that's Arbroath for you. Anyway, right, perfect. Well, wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
I hope so.
And good luck for everything. Can't wait to see where it takes you.
For lack of effort.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, son.
No, likewise, really appreciate it.
Bring them on.
Right, well, that was eventful. I met Dick Campbell, I met Ian Campbell, the manager and the assistant manager. Look, actually, here he is here, look. That is when they won League One. In 2019, a few seasons before, they won League Two. And now I don't want to jinx it, but they could be on their way to winning the championship and being in the Premiership. This part-time club here, where everyone is so nice and friendly, could be on their way to top-tier football. This could be one of the greatest fairy tales in football. Look at St Johnstone last year with the 2 cups. Leicester City winning the Premier League and Greece winning the Euros. Where, if Arbroath were to get promoted, would that fit within that? Let me know in the comment section below. I've interviewed loads of players and managers in Scotland now, but I was really nervous about interviewing Dick Campbell there. He's such a cool guy and such a great character. Within the game in Scotland, I didn't want to mess anything up, but I guess that's just natural to be nervous when you don't want to mess something up. A massive thank you to everybody at Arbroath that I met today. It wasn't the day I planned, but it turned out brilliant just all the same. As I did last time I came to Arbroath, I had a look around. I couldn't get inside because of COVID back then, but now I've been able to look inside, see the boardroom, see all the hospitality suite and interview people from the club. Absolutely amazing. Guys, let me know what you think of Arbroath's rise to the top of the championship. It is unbelievable and I wish them all the best and I can't wait to actually finally come and see them play. I'm going to have to come back very, very soon. A massive thank you for watching. If you could remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, that would be unbelievable. A massive thanks again. I'll leave some videos on screen. Please click on one to carry on watching. Cheers and I'll see you in the next one.